Alright, I'm going to tell you this right now in a YouTube short because they seem to have a tendency to get more views. I'll get my message across and right to the point. And before anybody has a smart-ass comment and says disagreeable and says get a haircut, I would say don't give me any orders that you don't have anything to back up and enforce, okay? But since they're still talking about these vandalism of Teslas, and I'm going to tell you one thing. Just because you're against that shit, anybody tries to be telling you, oh, you're simping for the billionaire. No. I don't care if it's a white guy in a Toyota, a gay guy in a Prius or whatever, or a black guy in an old Ford, or a redneck in a beat-up pickup truck, or anybody of any color, beat-up old vehicle or new vehicle. Don't matter what race you are, or you vandalize their vehicles, it's against the law. You should go to jail. And if you use things like fire bombs, that's domestic terrorism. They could put you in jail for a long time. And as long as I have time in this YouTube short, I'll tell you one thing too, right off the bat. Anybody that does anything like they did in the BLM riots 5 years ago, the way they did in places that had nothing to do with Minneapolis, inciting large numbers of people to do mass vandalism, that wasn't protest. That should have been, the people who incited and promoted that should have been investigated for domestic terrorism and thrown in prison. And anybody that pulls that shit in the future, a lot of us should be pushing for that shit. There's a difference between that and protest, and that's that difference between protest and insurgency, and it should be treated as such, as domestic terrorism if you do that in large groups and incite that shit. And some of us want to make damn sure we push for that, because we're not scared of your fucking asses. Like, cop does one thing, what are you going to do? Flex your power with a bunch of people who are blocking traffic where people are trying to go to work? Fuck you. You should go to fucking jail for terrorism if you go beyond beyond what we regard as reasonable rights for protest the right way. So that's what I feel about it. And anybody who disagrees with that and says, oh, get a haircut, don't give me any orders that you're not able to enforce. You just look like a dumb fuck and a fucking wimp. So